Welcome back to the Meeple Marathon and our 13 games of Halloween coverage. For those of you who have been following along and picked up on the games we've already played and the games that we teased in the trailer, you may know that our final game will be Nemesis. That'll be the 13th game of our little half marathon we've been running. And that is going to air on Halloween. But before we get to that, I just wanted to highlight something that I'm going to introduce in that version, and that's the Void Seeders expansion for Nemesis. So really all this does is introduce a new type of alien. So the standard alien is going to be replaced by our Void Seeders here, and I wanted to go ahead and do an unboxing so you guys could see all that. And then this weekend on Halloween, you can see the Void Seeders in action when we play our final of the 13 games of Halloween on Halloween. So we have a manual here. A little bit of a glare there, but so you can see that it's adding in, we're gonna have to be shuffling in additional event cards, special attack cards, panic cards, and that looks to be layer exploration tokens. Okay. And so the symbols stay the same. There does not appear to be... Oh no, there is a queen stalker. We're missing something here. There's one less type, but maybe not. Okay, no, I think there is. But setup. How do you change setup? And then the Void Seeders features, special rules for Void Seeders, and then brief gameplay changes. So that's it. Very brief rule book. Some nice rule summary on the back explaining what happens with the various new tokens. So let's take a look at those. All right. So this is interesting. It's a board where they went ahead and punched something out for you, because it does not appear that, these tokens look like they should be here, but they must have made a mistake at some point and realized, okay, we need to include these in all the boxes, punch these out. So some poor soul over in China had to punch these 3 tokens out of every single box. But, these obviously appear to be exploration tokens. And then we have a whole bunch of these warning tokens. And then I'm assuming these are going to be added into the bag. Like this looks to be like a blank token on the back. But then we have our Void Seeder board. Destroy layer, destroyed layer, destroyed layer, eggs in the nest, character insanity level, intruder carcass, intruder egg. Okay. So again, we'll have to review the rules with that. And of course, this expansion more than likely is just going to stay in its own box here because there is, the plastic insert. Yep, nothing underneath. No surprises. No spoilers. So here is the one Stalker Miniature. Yeah, so there's one Stalker Miniature here. This, I believe, would be like the equivalent of there's 2 breeders in the core game. So the second to the worst enemy. And then this is essentially the queen. Doesn't even come with a base, which is kind of cool. The despoiler here, but I'm not sure how you would, I guess you just lay damage at their feet if it takes damage. Not really sure why they didn't include a base. And then let's see here, we have some whisperers. That just sounds creepy. That one definitely looks much more human in its characteristics. So we have some whisperers and then some lurkers. These are all the same shape, so they don't have unique poses like they do in the core game. And then you have these layers, which are similar to the larvae, in the base game, but almost look like egg nests. But these are called the layers. So I'm guessing we're going to have to destroy these throughout the game. Let's see, this is nothing but a blank sheet, so I guess that sits lower, maybe to be able to put your tokens, additional tokens. I'm not really sure why that's got sitting so much lower here. Small deck of cards with an insanity track. Let's take a look at those. So these are all for your insanity track, void seeder weaknesses. We're familiar with those. We won't spoil any of those, but okay, so this is interesting. I will definitely have to review the rules on this, but oh, maybe there's just one for each person. Okay, yeah, these are all the same. So I'm not quite sure what these do, but that's your insanity track. And then we've got a deck of cards. Let's just briefly look through some of these. Again, I don't want to spoil too much prior to our playthrough, but let's just see. So some all new event cards. These have a different back though. So that's interesting. I wonder if you just play with an entirely new event deck. It's much smaller than the other one, but that appears to be the case, which I thought that an event deck would have been tied to, maybe not. Maybe they're just giving you new scenarios. I don't know. So let's not look too deeply at those. I wanted to look at the Void Seeder attack cards. So let's kind of see what they take in. Brain Eating. If the character has at least one serious wound, they die. Okay, so we're familiar with that. Dread. The character suffers one serious wound, draws and resolves a panic card. Okay, take a Void Seeder's miniature of the same type as the attacking one and place it in the room. The Void Seeder doesn't perform a surprise attack or any attacks during the current attack step, so duplicate. Frenzy. That one's nasty. Bite. Yeah, we've kind of seen. So they're not that much different, but I'm hoping that the mechanics in general, the way you manipulate the Void Seeder board and how they maybe pop out, maybe these are very uniquely different. Let's see what the last, some player reference cards and then panic cards. So these are all panic cards. Let's just take a look at these. So +3 panic, and maybe that's what this is. So you would move from 1, 2, 3 all the way up to here. So Pyromaniac, place a fire marker in the room you are in. So basically like driving you insane. You can see the nope, there's a +4. That would basically take you to the end of the track. +5, heart attack, your character dies. Okay. Self-mutilation, deal 2 light wounds to your character. So yeah, this is crazy. I'm wondering if there's literally cards in the deck that if drawn, you instantly die. That's not cool. But again, I will be taking the time to review these rules prior to our next gameplay session. So if you are interested in seeing me have a redemption playthrough, because the last time I played Nemesis on the channel, I lost rather quickly. The queen jumped out and ate me alive as the, what was I? The pilot. So we're going to try a different hero this time, a different character, and we're going to try the Void Seeder board and see how things work out. So if you are interested in seeing all this in action, please consider subscribing to the channel. Hit that bell icon so you can be notified when this next video drops on YouTube, which will be sometime on Halloween. So if you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more content like this, subscribe to the channel. Once again, thanks for watching. Have a great day.